Welcome to Sunday Night Sports News, March 20 from March 16, which is Monday to today, March 22nd, 2026. Currently, right now, I am currently watching Iowa versus Florida. So if you see my eyeballs going to the TV, it's probably just happened right now. You're probably then I'm watching the game. So sorry. We have some NFL news, of course, throughout the post free agency news. Plus some college football news surrounding coaching news in college football, uh, as well as MLB soccer, and our finale going to a NASCAR. Yep, we'll get to that number 4 in a moment. So we'll begin with the NFL. So we begin this week with the news that the Jets are trading Justin Fields to the Kansas City Chiefs in exchange for a 2027 sixth round or seventh round pick. So Justin Fields is going to end up either being the starter for the start of the year if Mahomes can start, or will end up being the backup for Patrick Mahomes if he's ready to go for week 1. Fields has been up and down. He was good in, he was drafted by the Bears. Everyone had high optimism with him. Didn't go very well. He goes to Pittsburgh. He had a great success with Arthur Smith as his play caller. He gets signed by the Jets, probably one of the big mistakes. Didn't have success there. Now he's going to his 4th team in his NFL career, and that is now with the Kansas City Chiefs. I think he'll learn from Eric Bieniemy, Patrick Mahomes. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see if he ends up being the starter for week 1 or backs up Patrick Mahomes for the rest of the season. Darius Slay is retiring after 13 NFL seasons. He's been tremendous with the Lions, of course, in his days. The Eagles, even greater when he was a Super Bowl champ, so he got a Super Bowl ring to his resume. Darius Slay retired after 13 seasons in the NFL. 49ers signing Christian Kirk to a 1-year, $6 million deal. Eagles signing Hollywood Brown to a 1-year deal. Texans are adding Wyatt Taylor, the former Browns guard, to a 2-year, $16 million deal. HN not on the trade block despite Dolphins rebuild. And then let's talk about this news that happened this week at a big surprise. The Dolphins are trading Jalen Waddle to the Denver Broncos. Miami will receive the 2026 first round pick, which is their 30th pick. Their 3rd and 4th round picks. Denver will receive Miami's 4th round pick this year and Jalen Waddle. That's their first move, by the way. Their first move. They haven't even made a single move last week until today. And Bo Nix as a projected offense. Bo Nix, J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey, Cortland Sutton, Jalen Waddle, Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant. Let me tell you, this Broncos team is starting to feel okay. Well, we need more weapons for Bo Nix. And yes, last season, Cortland Sutton was their go-to, of course, for Bo Nix. You also have Troy Franklin in the mix, and you also have Pat Bryant, Lil Jordan Humphrey. They need somebody else to step up for the team, and they acquired a speedster, just like Tyreek Hill. But Jalen Waddle is a good receiver, and he is deservedly being a number 1 receiver. This is a good pick for a good trade for the Broncos to get a number 1 or number 2 receiver to add in for Bo Nix and that Broncos offense. And as for Miami, let me tell you, the good news is you got 2 first-round picks this year. The bad news is, who's your number 1 wide receiver? Because they signed Tutu Atwell. We know they signed Jalen Tolbert, and they still have Malik Washington. So what's Malik Willis going to be working with? Again, we'll find out throughout the draft. I do believe which I'll try to get my mock draft 2.0 this coming days. I do see Miami drafting a wide receiver in 12th with that 12th pick of this year's draft. And again, we'll see what they do at number 30. Either they trade down or trade up or go with something in their needs. Panthers are trading quarterback Andy Dalton to the Eagles in exchange for a 2027 7th, a 4th round pick. Eagles are trading safety Sidney Brown to the Falcons. 49ers pass on Trent Williams' option, eye on a deal, meaning they have not exercised his $10 million deal, which is something the 49ers will hope to rework his deal before the NFL draft. And he has been linked to trades, of course. So if that were to happen, watch out, because San Francisco, again, they got a left tackle through the free agency. And they're still going to have to rework Trent Williams' deal. So we'll see what happens there. DJ Chark will retire after 7 seasons. Seahawks are exercised 5th-year options for Jackson Smith-Njigba and Devin Witherspoon. And then, of course, the final thing is Tom Brady's still slinging it. But Team USA dominates the Flag Fanatics Classic. If you've not seen that from yesterday, go check it out, the highlights. And let me tell you, Tom Brady can still play the NFL. He can still throw. I mean, he can still throw. All right, so let's go to college basketball. So currently right now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm watching March Madness, and everything has gone crazy. First four, of course, Texas knocks off NC State. Then you have Miami, Ohio, moving on to the first round. Then we had some upsets. High Point, Texas, making to the Sweet 16. Shout out to the University of Texas. Again, March Madness, anything is possible. You never know what happens in these kinds of tournaments. Well, let's begin with some coaching news, by the way. So Penny Harwell, the Memphis Tigers basketball coach, is returning for another season. Butler's coach, Tad Mamet, announces his retirement. His career's 502 wins with Butler, Ohio State, and Xavier. What a legend coach he is. Eastern Michigan is hiring Clemson's assistant Billy Dolan as their head coach. So Billy Dolan will deserve to be the next coach of the Eastern Michigan. So good luck to him. 5-star prospect Christian Collins picks USC over Louisville and Kentucky. Georgia Tech hires Scott Cross as their next head coach. He is also signing a 5-year deal. He did a tremendous job with Troy, leading them to the Sun Belt Championships, plus consecutive March Madness appearances. So Georgia Tech looks like they are trying to get to that, maybe focus more on college basketball than football. Maybe. We'll see. Providence, earlier today, have hired South Florida's Brian Hutchins as their next head coach. Well earned for him now. Tremendous job with South Florida, leading them to the American Athletic Conference, winning it all in the American Athletic Conference. Well deserved. They were going to pull the upset over Louisville, but fall short to that. So he leaves South Florida to take the Providence head coach. And now the biggest story in college football as of today. Syracuse, the biggest job available in this cycle, are working on a deal to hire Sienna's head coach, Gary McNamara, as their next head coach. Sienna's coach did a tremendous job with that program. And by the way, they almost pulled off the biggest upset in college football history by almost beating Duke. And let me tell you, Gary McNamara knows Syracuse. He's a legend. He's a program legend there in Syracuse. He's played there. Now he's going to be the head coach of Syracuse. And watch out for Syracuse, because when they even if they do return to the NCAA tournament, watch out because he is going to bring in some good recruitment and his good coaching staff, as well as probably bring some players from his Siena run, from the Siena Saints team, and try to bring them to Syracuse. Love the hire for Syracuse. And for Gary Nagmar, he leaves Siena Saints looking for a new head coach. All right, let's go to the MLB. Not a lot of news there, but we'll talk about the World Baseball Classic. Congratulations to Venezuela, winning their first WBC in nation's history. They beat the U.S. in the finals 3-2. Congratulations. Felicidades, Venezuela, por su primero béisbol clásico del mundo de béisbol. Felicidades, Venezuela. Ustedes jugaron muy bien en este clásicos. Terminaron los italianos, los dominicanos republicanos y ahora ganaron contra Estados Unidos. Felicidades, Venezuela. Congrats to them once again. Then we go to soccer, which earlier today, congratulations to Manchester City for winning the Carabao Cup as O'Reilly's Braves sinks Arsenal. They ruined Arsenal's chance for a quadruple, which again, that means they have to win 4 trophies. Hey, at least they can still win the treble. And for Man City, their 5th FA Cup, their 5th Carabao Cup. Congratulations to Pep Guardiola. Hopefully a legend to Manchester City, which he is a legend. Now we get to this, the number 4, the final segment of this Sunday night sports news. NASCAR. Michael Jordan in NASCAR has won 4 races. And I'm not saying he's driving it. His driver, Tyler Reddick, who won the first 3 races, and since that he's lost their last 2 races. Now he's won his 4th Cup Series of the win. Tyler Reddick takes Darlington to grab the 4th Cup Series win of the season. Let me tell you, Magic Johnson has won with the Dodgers as an ownership. Look at where Michael Jordan is right now. He's just won his 4th Cup with his team. Tyler Reddick, who won his first 3, did not win the other 2, now gets to win his 4th Cup in the last 6 races. Congratulations to Tyler Reddick and to Michael Jordan for the win. That's it for Sunday Night Sports News from March 16 all the way to March 22nd, 2026. If you've not seen my other videos, go check them out on my channel. Of course, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for more sports news.